Hi, my name's Kim. I'm an introvert that travels the world whilst being on a tight budget. And today we're going to be talking about something a little bit more, I guess, personal. It's still travel related, but it's something that I find quite interesting as well. And it's the impact of COVID-19 on the content creator travel industry. What I mean by that is the impact that it's had on people like me who create travel content and bloggers and Instagrammers, people like that. If you're interested in finding out more about analytics, things like that, I'm going to be looking through my channel in a little bit as well, having a look at the analytics to my channel so we can actually see what is happening and how at least my channel has been affected by COVID-19 and obviously people not travelling as much as they usually do. So social media as a whole has seen more traffic. Some of these figures I'm gonna have to read out. I haven't got the memory to like remember them and say them, but social media as a whole has seen an increase in traffic. Influencer marketing agency obviously have said that over the past 2 weeks they've seen a 76% increase in daily likes on Instagram posts with the hashtag ad and 22% increase in Instagram campaign impressions were the first quarter of this year compared to the last quarter of 2019. So essentially what they're saying is that they've seen an increase in people getting involved in social media from a sort of liking things aspect. And this isn't sort of specific to any genre, it's kind of social media in general. More specific to the sort of travel niche, people have been saying that they've been seeing less traffic, so less Instagram likes, less views, and this will be because people aren't travelling. So if people aren't travelling, they're less likely to consume content that relates to travel. ITV, which is a UK-based broadcaster, so traditional media producer, I guess, have said that they've seen a 10% loss in advertisement income compared to this time last year to this time this year. And they said that that's mainly because of companies who usually invest in advertising in travel not doing that so much. Because it's so volatile at the moment, the travel industry, they're either not having the spare money to invest into advertising, or they know that the odds of people travelling this spring summer are very low, so there's no point in investing into the advertising of it. That means that people who work in content creation, who rely on sort of sponsorships from companies, have just seen it drop off overnight. So the uncertain ability from traditional media will get passed on to new media then. So content creators see collaborations that they've planned and sponsorships that they've planned with travel companies being cancelled because people aren't travelling, so they don't have a need to sort of spend the money on advertisement. And I'm kind of in a more unique position where I don't rely on money from this YouTube channel. I mean, I don't make money from it. All the money that you see me spend on travel is usually paid for by myself or it's gifted to me by family. But I don't make any money from this channel. But even myself, who doesn't make money from this channel, but I do get very occasionally gifted travel from companies. I've seen that drop off. You know, there's hope in the future that that will come back, but at the moment there's been a stop basically on any sort of travel creation content or any sort of help from external companies to create that content. And like I said, I don't earn money from AdSense or anything like that, but there are going to be YouTubers who rely on AdSense to pay bills, and if people are not consuming the content they create, then they're not going to have so much money from AdSense, which means that they're going to start struggling for money potentially. It's kind of an all sort of roundabout thing where people aren't travelling, they're not consuming, the creators don't get the money, you know, and when the creators don't get money, what point do they have to stop creating because they're not getting the money? So I've been speaking to a few fellow content creators, and they've noticed a similar pattern when it comes to loss of views. So again, I'm gonna have to read this, but digital creator Nomad's Passport has seen a significant drop in website traffic as well as post and picture impressions. They run a blog website, and again, people aren't traveling, they're not searching for things, so their website isn't showing up in so many searches, so they lose revenue from people not clicking. Along Came an Elephant has seen a 50% drop in website traffic between January and March. I'm going to put a little graphic on the side here, which he's very kindly shared with me and given me permission to share with you, so you can see that as the awareness of coronavirus through time becomes more, the amount of people that have gone to his website has dropped. But Alessandra Scala says that by using keywords in her recent video titles, such as coronavirus or quarantine, she's seen an increase in the performance in her recently uploaded videos. So there are sort of good things to come out of it, I guess, if you're willing to sort of like play the game. If you're making more general travel content, then it's going to be tough for a while, that's all I can say. So what we're going to do now is have a look at the impact of coronavirus and what it's done to my personal analytics and my personal YouTube page. So just a little disclaimer before we go into me showing my analytics. None of this is to gloat or for pity or anything like that. I watch videos about people talking about analytics and I find it quite interesting. And I think because usually my analytics are reasonably steady. It goes up and down depending on the season and if people are booking holidays and things like that. But I haven't seen such a sort of drastic continual drop ever on my channel. Even when I don't post so often, and I know that happens, and I'm sorry. It's always sort of like dipped and then come back, but at the moment, even though I'm producing more content, it's just kept on dipping. But you know, that's fine, it is what it is, and I'm now going to show you that on the computer. So let's go to the computer. Okay, so we're at the Mac now, and we're going to have a look at my analytics and how from probably January up until now they've been affected by the coronavirus, and Kitty's bum has come to join me as well. Hopefully you won't be too much of a nuisance. So on this video here, so the latest video that I posted on Friday, we can have a look and see that the views are actually 30% lower than they usually are. My watch time's higher and my average view duration's higher, which is brilliant. But the views that I normally get are actually a lot lower than normally I get. We can also see that my views are 40% lower and my watch time is 41% lower than the previous 28 days. And I have lost a subscriber, which is fine. But if we have a look more into the analytics, what's this one here? Since the 8th of March. Since the 8th of March, we've been reasonably consistent with this. So let's have a look in the analytics, and we shall go watch time. And how long is this for? We will go for the past 90 days. And we can see where it is doing pretty decently for me up in January, and then it just slowly drops off to hardly anything. So we're looking at, there was kind of from about March the 9th, which is when we became more aware of the coronavirus being a thing in sort of the start of March. And since the sort of then, apart from this peak, it's just dead. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at one of my most popular videos is the Acti Imperial Deluxe hotels tours that I did in 2018 and 2019. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at the 2019 analytics, as that's usually one of my most popular videos, and it's third at the moment, so that kind of goes to show you as well. And we'll see how that's been impacted. Here we go. We can see since January we were getting reasonable views for me, and then in March it is just absolutely tanking. Just to let you know, here we have had like a slight pickup, ever so slight, but that's because I changed the thumbnail, so it shows that the thumbnail change is kind of working. But the thing is with the video like the Acti Imperial one or the hotel tours I do, people are only going to watch them if they're travelling, and if they want to see what a hotel looks like. But with people not travelling, they don't want to see what a hotel looks like, so they're not going to watch them. And it's the same with the older hotel tour, so the 2018 Acti Imperial. If we change the date to the last 90 days, we can see again that massive drop, and it's gone up again a little bit now because I've changed my thumbnail. But you see that sort of gradual decline of views through January through to February, and then March it just tanks. This is it. What are we to do about it? Just hope that people want to travel on the other side. Yeah, that's about it. Just hope people want to travel on the other side and be patient. I'm still gonna create content for people. It's not gonna be sort of hotel tours because I can't leave the house, but people aren't traveling, so people won't want to consume travel content, which, like I said, is fine. But if you become sort of a consistent voice in travel, hopefully once this is done, people will come to you because they know that they can rely on you for good quality content. And now Kitty wants to leave, so we'll go back to me sitting be here, but there. So I hope you enjoyed looking at my analytics, because even I learned something from looking through them, which I guess is partly the point. So the future of travel is almost certain to bounce back, but who's going to be there when it does? You know, how many companies and how many content creators are not going to be around when we start traveling again? Like, we're unable, it's such an unprecedented event that we're going through. We can't say what's going to happen on the other side. Because travel has been impacted for well on into the year, who knows when we can start creating content that revolves around travel again? You know, when can we create content that's not just us sitting in our houses or sort of reimagining old content? For now, for me at least, you're going to be seeing a lot more of this set because I can't go anywhere. Well, you know, I can go to the forest because we're allowed to go for exercise, but beyond that, we're all in our houses. What we're having to do at the moment is adapt to a new world, essentially, and hope that stuff gets better soon so that we can continue giving you the content that we enjoy making. For me, at least, I know that my views have gone down, which is fine. I'm sort of playing the more sort of long game, I guess, because I don't rely on this as an income. I'm in a unique position where I don't need to be so concerned about views and things. But in regards to what I just said about playing the long game, what I mean is I'm hoping that I can produce enough information, educational content about travel that in the future people will maybe come to my channel because they know and they trust the words that I'm saying and the information that I'm giving about travel. Even though I know in the short run maybe I'm not going to see that so much. Like, I know that you lot that watch me, it's amazing that you come back and you really appreciate the videos that I create, and that is amazing. It means a lot to me, it really does, and I hope in the future that sort of like education and joy that hopefully I give you lot who are watching now, I can give to a lot more people in the future. But I know for now that's not gonna happen, and that's fine. It is what it is, and we've all got to be aware of the part that we can play in the future, I guess. The part that we can do in helping people trust travel again, and have people who are in place to be able to help people learn how to travel if they haven't travelled already, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's a little bit rambly, but I hope you get what I mean. So earlier on in the video I discussed some creators. I'm going to put their links in the description down below, so if you want to go support fellow content creators, you can go check out their website or check out their channels, and we can work with each other, and hopefully the impact isn't so bad, because even though we're stuck in the house, I really enjoy looking at travel content and travel videos, because for me it is a sort of an escape, you know. I don't like being stuck in the house all day, and if I can look at nice videos and nice pictures of places that I want to go in the future, it sort of like gives me some kind of hope, I guess, and I'm hoping that my older videos can do that for you too, and the people who I've linked in the description down below can also do that for you too. If you have any content creators that you really enjoy consuming their content for, travel ones, put their sort of, if they're Instagrammers, put their sort of at name in the description below, or their channel, or you know, however you can find them. Put their sort of links down below in the comments, because I'd really like to go see them as well, because we've all got to sort of be in this together, I guess. If you didn't know already, this is the second part to a series that I created. The first part I uploaded last Friday, and I will put that video up by here for you to watch. I will also put another video by here of a video that I think you might enjoy. But I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again. Enjoy your life. Ta-da!